guys, what's going on? It's MassiveJoes RAW review, and I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Awesome RAW review for the viewers at home today on the all-new Intra-Workout BCAA supplement from our good friends at Australian supplement company Max's. It is, of course, Intraboost Advance in the house. Let's get straight into it, show you guys exactly what's in it, tell you exactly what it's going to do. That nutritional information panel, although big, ain't quite big enough. We're about to go balls deep in this here Intraboost Advance. Luckily, got ourselves a big ass nutritional information panel for the viewers at home. Dilip, go ahead and cut up that panel on the screen so the viewers can play along while they're watching at home. Serving size, 2 heaped scoops, 15 grams. So it's 2 scoops is 1 serve. Got yourself about 30 of them 2 heaped scoop 15 gram bitches in one of these 30 serve Intraboost Advanced bitches. So it's 2 scoops per serve, 30 serves per tub, or if you want to look at the scoops, it's 60 scoops per tub. In terms of what the 2 heap scoop 15 gram 1 serve is made up of, we can actually go fully balls deep in this here Max's Intraboost Advance, because if we look towards the bottom of the nutritional information panel, we can see that they have actually gone, even though it's not perfectly laid out, they have actually gone full disclosure on the label, so we know exactly what ingredients and exactly what amounts. So if we do a quick summation and we quickly add up all of the active ingredients, we quickly discover that there are 13.11 grams of active ingredients in each 15 gram serve. So we're talking about 87% active ingredients, viewers at home, which is one of the best I've ever seen for an intra-workout BCAA supplement. Anything that's like around 80% is phenomenal. This is towards 90%. So 87% active ingredients, only 13% artificial colors, flavors, and sweeteners in each and every serve of this Intraboost Advance. That's a real good start. Moving right along, and now we can actually get into the ingredients and break them down for you. So starting with, we're gonna start with BCAAs, which is comprised of L-leucine 4 grams, L-isoleucine 2 grams, and L-valine 2 grams. So you can see straight away we've got 8 grams or 8,000 milligrams of total BCAAs, and they are in the scientifically proven, validated 2:1:1 ratio. Viewers at home who are unaware, BCAAs prevent the breakdown of muscle tissue during workouts. They help reduce delayed onset muscle soreness, aka DOMS. They assist with muscle recovery and also increase protein synthesis. Your clinical dose of BCAAs for all of those effects is from 5 to 10 grams. We're dealing with 8 grams per serve in each and every serve of this Max's Intraboost. So it is towards the higher end of that BCAA dosing. And to be honest, if you look at it per serve, one of the highest BCAA content intra-workout supplements per serve that we have seen thus far. Moving right along, we then get into the next main ingredient, which is L-Glutamine in a 2.6 gram or 2,600 milligram dose. L-Glutamine is the most abundant amino acid in muscle tissue. It also, in conjunction with BCAAs, helps prevent the breakdown of muscle tissue. The clinical dose of L-Glutamine is 2.5 to 5 grams. We have 2.6 grams, so we are towards the lower end of that dosing range, but we would still say clinically dosed. Moving right along, we then get into Beta-Alanine in a 1 gram dose or a 1,000 milligram dose. Beta-Alanine, for viewers at home who are unaware, increases the concentration of carnosine in muscles, and that helps buffer the buildup of fatigue toxins like lactic acid and hydrogen ions. Effectively, what beta-alanine is going to do for you is it's going to improve muscular endurance. It's going to help you train harder for longer. The one issue with this Intraboost Advance is there's only 1 gram of beta-alanine. And you guys know that the clinical dose is 3.2 grams. We like to see at least 3 grams of beta-alanine to get that increase in muscular endurance. We only have 1 gram in each and every serve of this Intraboost Advanced, so unfortunately, the beta-alanine is underdosed. Moving right along, we then get into Citrulline Malate in a 1,500 milligram dose, or 1.5 grams. Citrulline malate is citrulline bonded to malic acid in a 2-to-1 ratio. Citrulline itself is a precursor to arginine, which helps boost nitric oxide. It's going to help improve blood flow and ultimately deliver side effects like muscle pumps and increased vascularity if you're lean enough to get vascular. But the whole purpose of increasing nitric oxide is to increase nutrient delivery to working muscles. Once again, we do have an issue with the citrulline malate in this Intraboost Advanced because the efficacious dose of citrulline malate is 6,000 milligrams. We only have 1,500 milligrams in each and every serve of this Intraboost Advanced. So we're going to get kind of some of the effects that we want to get from citrulline malate, but it's not highly dosed enough to give us the full spectrum of effects. Moving right along, we then get into the electrolytes. Now you guys will notice that the electrolytes are all clumped together in this advanced electrolyte complex as potassium citrate, calcium chloride, sodium chloride, magnesium sulfate. But because due to Australian food regulations, they actually have to list the amount of each of those electrolytes. If we look up the nutritional information panel, you can see per serve, they've actually listed sodium 6 milligrams, potassium 5 milligrams, calcium 1.2 milligrams, and magnesium 0.9 milligrams. So we know exactly how many electrolytes we're getting with each and every serve of this Intraboost Advanced. Viewers at home who have seen raw reviews on supplements with electrolytes in them in the past, in particular intra-workout supplements, would know that I'm not a big fan of electrolytes intra-workout. You really need to get them consistently throughout the day, or at worst, pre-workout for them to do what they're going to do. The issue with the electrolytes in this Intraboost Advanced is, even if I was a fan of electrolyte supplementation during workout, they're so lowly dosed. I'm not even sure if that's a word. There's not a lot in there. So you're dealing with 5 milligrams of potassium, 6 milligrams of sodium, a gram of calcium, and less than a gram of magnesium. There's no real even point talking about them because they're really, in those dosages, not going to do a lot anyway, and I'm not a fan of electrolytes intra-workout. So we're going to skip over the electrolytes and moving right along. Well, actually, we don't even have to move right along, because then we get into our artificial colors, our artificial sweeteners, our artificial flavors. Put a basketball hoop up there, and that's what's in it. So quite a simple supplement. Really, when you break it down, you've got a massive dose of properly ratio, 2-1-1 ratio, scientifically validated ratio BCAAs. You've got a very good dose of glutamine. So you know on paper, muscle recovery, increasing protein synthesis, preventing muscle breakdown is going to be on point. Then you've got a little bit of beta-alanine for muscular endurance, a little bit of citrulline malate for increasing nitric oxide, and there's no real point even talking about the electrolytes, but they are in there in a very, very small amount. So really quite a simple supplement on paper. If you think about our wish list for intra-workout supplements, the kind of boxes we're trying to tick, and you consider what it's missing, on paper it's really not missing anything. The one issue is the dosing of the beta-alanine, so the dosing of the ingredient to help with muscular endurance. You would ideally want that much higher dose, so towards the 3 grams, or something else to help with muscular endurance, so like a taurine or something like that, creatine or phosphate as well. And then the other issue is the dosage of the ingredient to help with nutrient delivery through promoting nitric oxide, citrulline malate. Ideally, you'd want a much larger dose of citrulline malate, or something else to help boost nitric oxide, like a citrulline by itself, and agmatine, anything like that that's going to help nutrient delivery. So on paper, it really kind of ticks all the boxes. It's just the dosing of some of those ingredients apart from the BCAAs that you would that you would really question. And that's really, when you look at it on paper, that's really the only thing that is kind of missing with this supplement. It is very complete in terms of how it tastes, how it mixes. Comes in 3 flavors. Comes in grape drank. Comes in, there it is, strawberry kiwi. Comes in. This is some cool shit right here. My personal favorite, the unique Cola Crush. Infamous MassiveJoes taste and mixability test about to go down. Now, there's one thing that I have to point out straight from the top with this supplement. First things first, the dosage directions are not on the label. They are on the tub. That's what that sticker is there for. So the dosage directions are on the tub. The second thing is when you open the tub. So this is my personal tub, but this has just recently been opened in the Cola Crush. So when you open the tub, there is no inner seal. So you don't get to bro punch that bitch in. There is no inner seal at all. It does have like one of them outer, can you guys see that shit? One of them outer safety strip seal things, but there is no inner seal. So don't be surprised you don't get to bro punch this bitch in. It's just nothing that you can do about it. The next thing I will point out is this scoop, man. What the is this? Seriously. Maxes have some serious explaining to do. This is not a scoop. This is like half of a plastic spoon. It's like missing the rest of the handle. You guys see that shit? I'm struggling to get some zoom and focus action. That is what the scoop looks like, which apart from being quite humorous, does provide a bit of a challenge when it comes to, well, how much is a heaped scoop? And I can tell you guys, because I've got my scales out and weighed it, when Maxes say 2 heaped scoops, they're literally talking about pretty much as you can possibly fit on the end of this half plastic spoon thing. So like you're gonna have to do a bit of a balancing act, but so that's 1 heaped scoop, that's about 7.5 grams. So you need 2 of those bitches to get your full 15 grams. So first piece of constructive criticism for Maxes, well, the second really, the first was to increase the dosage of some of those ingredients. Second piece of constructive criticism for Maxes is next time you run these, change the fucking scoop, guys. Get a 15 gram scoop. I mean, shit. Anyway, infamous MassiveJoes taste and mixability test about to go down. Got my TMJ Elite Shaker ready to go. Double wall glass ready to go. Now, the directions, as I mentioned, are on the lid. They say, add 2 heaped scoops here. Zoom and focus action, you guys can see this yourself. Add 2 heaped scoops to 750 mils of water. Our TMJ Elite Shakers only hold like 700. So I've gone 375 mils and I'm gonna put 1 heaped scoop in there. So we're going like a half full serve concentration ratio test here. So got my very, spilling it all over, very perfectly balanced 1 heaped scoop of Max's Intraboost Advance. I'm gonna throw this bitch in this bitch, and you will notice straight away it doesn't rain, it doesn't rain. That's what we've got a blender bottle for. Throw the lid on this bitch. Few flicks of the wrist. And I'm gonna show you guys how it mixes and refresh my memory on how this Cola Crush tastes, man. That's enough. So as you guys can see, big dosage of 211 BCAAs. No surprises is it does froth up. There's no sinkers, there's no floaters or anything like that, but when you have that much leucine, you got 4 grams of leucine in a full serve, it is gonna froth up. If you let it sit there, you guys can see the froth is dissipating already. So, if you just kind of let it sit there, it will dissipate, and then you can give it a few more flicks of the wrist. The one thing that I will definitely say is if you try and mix it in a glass with a spoon, you guys saw when I dumped the scoop on the water, it just floats. You have absolutely no chance of getting it to mix in a glass with a spoon. Let me show you what it looks like now that it's settled. You guys can check that shit out. pretty damn perfectly mixed. And even when you pour it from your shaker into a glass, the froth completely disappears. However, because of the fact that it just does not like water, I would go so far as to say blender ball is definitely required for this here Max's Intraboost Advanced. Let me refresh my memory on how this Cola Crush tastes, man. Round of applause for Max's. I might have to stomp my feet and light a match for this motherfucker, because that is by far the best cola flavored amino acid supplement I have ever tried, and I have tried a lot of them. It's one of those flavors that companies really mess up badly. Max's have a very good reputation for making very nicely flavored supplements with not a lot of flavor. Let's remember, they're only dealing with 13% flavors, colors, and sweeteners in this Intraboost. They've got a very good reputation for very good flavors across their entire range, and this Intraboost is no exception. The grape is on point. The strawberry kiwi is delicious. The Cola Crush, I mean, guys, like it has to be tried for you to appreciate how good they've done with that Cola Crush. They've really nailed it. And I didn't think that it was possible, to be honest, because I've seen so many other supplement companies stuff up your soda flavored aminos, especially because you're dealing with something that's not effervescent. So we're used to soda being sparkling, being effervescent. Aminos obviously aren't. So you're always kind of, when you do the soda flavored aminos, you're always towing the line between making a soft flavored soda or a soft flavored soft drink versus, just completely stuffing up the flavor. But Max's have really come through with the goods. And the first time I tried that cola, I was impressed as shit. I was like, wow, they've really done something really cool here. If I had to rank the three flavors, the Cola Crush, in my opinion, is the tits. And in particular because it's unique. No one else does it as like Max's have done it. So the cola is, in my personal opinion, the best flavor. I'd probably then go the grape because I'm a big fan of grape drink, and then strawberry kiwi. But the grape and the strawberry are both exceptional flavors. I mean, Max's really have nailed the flavors. They're not too sweet, they're not too strong, but there's enough flavor there to keep you interested. It's one of those BCAAs. I hope that they end up doing samples for it, because I would love to sample the shit out of it. Because it is one of those BCAAs that when you try it for the first time, you will really be blown away by the flavors. They have just completely nailed it. In terms of the effects, because that's what you're taking the shit for, really. If you want cola, you go and drink cola. We're trying to get some gains. No surprises here that when you're using it intra-workout, there's no real positive effect on muscular endurance. There's not enough beta-alanine in there to give you one. There's no real effect on muscle pumps, vascularity, increasing nutrient delivery. There's not enough citrulline malate in there. So it's just not, you don't really get much of that out of it. The one thing you do get out of it, with the massive dose of BCAAs and the proven 2:1 ratio on the glutamine, is significantly reduced delayed onset muscle soreness. Your DOMs are like crushed using this supplement. You get really good muscle recovery from it. And I really think that this is almost one of those BCAA supplements where it's almost a better supplement to be used as a during the day BCAA, between meals, with meals, to help increase protein synthesis and increase muscle recovery, particularly because it doesn't have a lot of beta-alanine. So you're not going to be sitting there drinking it throughout the day with ants crawling underneath your skin and ants in your pants and that beta-alanine tingles feeling. It doesn't have a lot of citrulline, so you're not going to get increased nitric oxide when you don't need it, sipping it throughout the day. I really think that it is almost a better supplement to use during the day between meals with meals consistently than it is an intra-workout BCAA supplement, because it really, if you do the Pepsi challenge with the cola flavor. No, seriously, if you take the Pepsi challenge and you put this Intraboost Advanced up against pretty much any other BCAA supplement on the market today, you could very well make an argument that it is the best BCAA supplement to use during the day with meals, in between meals, to help increase protein synthesis, increase muscle recovery, because it has a massive dose of BCAAs and it has glutamine and it tastes really good. You can drink it consistently throughout the day and not get sick of it. And finally, because it's really good value for money. In the Australian market, you're looking at your 30 serves or your 60 scoops for just $49.95. So it's like $1 if you're doing full 2 scoop serves, it's like $1.70 per serve. If you're doing like 1 scoop, and you could do 1 scoop in a full shaker like that and sip on it throughout the day, I mean, you're down to like 85 cents per scoop. So I really think that even though it's been marketed, obviously, Intraboost as an intra-workout BCAA supplement, I really think that it kind of comes into its own as an all-day amino acid supplement. And that's really how I'm going to recommend people use it if they're purchasing it through us at MassiveJoes, and of course all of you guys are, is as a during the day increased protein synthesis, increased muscle recovery, reduced delayed onset muscle soreness BCAA supplement. In terms of side effects, there's no agmatine, it's not gonna upset your stomach or anything like that. In terms of stackability, once again, because those other active ingredients, the beta-alanine, the citrulline, are quite underdosed, you don't have any issue stacking it with any pre-workout. You don't have to look at overall beta-alanine intake. There's no caffeine in it, so you don't have to look at overall caffeine intake. I said there's no agmatine in it, so you don't have to look at overall agmatine intake. It will stack if you're using it intra-workout. It will stack with pretty much any pre-workout supplement that you like. But guys, if you're in the market for what I consider one of the best during the day BCAA supplements we have seen thus far, one that tastes really good, comes in a bunch of delicious flavors, is fantastic value for money, gonna give you an absolutely whopping dose of clinically, scientifically validated 2:1 ratio BCAAs plus a massive dose of glutamine, you have to give yourself some of this Max's Intraboost Advanced a shot. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. If you're watching this on the mobile, don't forget to turn your post notifications on so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. If you like this video, throw down a comment, let me know what you think of this supplement. If you've tried it, if you haven't tried it, let me know what you think of it on paper. As always, share this around, spread the love. And guys, that is MassiveJoes RAW review on the all new Max's Intraboost Advanced in the house. And I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Stay massive.